Livestrong, the cancer foundation founded by Lance Armstrong, released a statement after Armstrong admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs. And in that statement, Livestrong said it expects Armstrong to, quote, be completely truthful and forthcoming in his interview and with the cancer community, end quote. On Monday, Armstrong admitted to doping during an interview with Oprah Winfrey, which is set to air on the Oprah Winfrey Network Thursday and Friday nights. Armstrong created Livestrong in 1997 after surviving cancer himself. He stepped down as chairman of the foundation back in October after the U.S. anti-doping agency released a report saying Armstrong used performance-enhancing drugs when he won the Tour de France 7 times. Of course, Armstrong's admission comes after years of strong denials, and now Armstrong may face a string of lawsuits and other legal issues. Lisa Sylvester has details going in depth.
Listen, I've said it for 7 years. I've said it for longer than 7 years. I have never doped. The cynics and the skeptics, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry you can't dream big, and I'm sorry you don't believe in miracles. All clean. Totally negative.
For more than a decade, Lance Armstrong looked into cameras and denied doping. But in a 2.5-hour interview with Oprah Winfrey, Armstrong talks candidly about what is said to be his use of performance-enhancing drugs.
I would say he did not come clean in the manner that I expected. It was surprising to me. I would say that for myself, my team, all of us in the room, we were mesmerized and riveted by some of his answers.
The interview is scheduled to air on Oprah's show Thursday and Friday. She talked about her exclusive interview on CBS this morning.
Well, I would say there were a couple of times where he was emotional, but emotional doesn't begin to describe the intensity or the difficulty that I think that he experienced in talking about some of these things.
Oprah said Armstrong came prepared and, quote, brought it. Confession, though, from Armstrong could come with a price, legal battles. During his career, he hauled into court many of those who questioned his integrity or insinuated that he doped.
You are not worth the chair that you're sitting on.
After his interview with Oprah, Armstrong could likely face counter lawsuits. The upside for him is the possibility of getting his lifetime ban in competitive sports lifted. That would allow him to compete in triathlons. But to redeem himself, he may need to give up names to the U.S. anti-doping agency.
Lance Armstrong is now in a position where he needs to do what they are telling him to do. He needs to dance to their tune. And that is very tough for a guy who makes Rahm Emanuel look like Tickle Me Elmo.
Armstrong's teammates have already stepped forward with what they know. Now there are news reports that Armstrong may testify against high-ranking cycling officials and others. The team's director, a team doctor, and the team trainer are also under investigation by the U.S. anti-doping agency. They have denied the allegations.
If we're to believe what we've heard from other witnesses against Lance Armstrong, this is a huge conspiracy in professional biking. And I would think you would need a very full and frank disclosure by him before the public is going to consider redemption and forgiveness.